Hi everyone, I'm Ms. Jackson and I am the dual enrollment coordinator at Brighton High School, and I'm here to just talk to you about our dual enrollment program to help you while you're registering for your classes for next year. So if you go to our counselor webpage, we do have a dual enrollment information packet, and I'm basically going to just go through that and elaborate. Dual enrollment can be a lot, so I hope to answer all those questions that you have. So just to start with, what is dual enrollment? So this is the opportunity to earn college credit while you're taking your high school course. So you will be taught, some of our classes are taught by a teacher in the classroom and some of them are taught online, and we'll get into that more later. But like I said, you will be earning both college credit and high school credit for these classes. So one of the big questions is, will this class transfer to the college of my choice? So that is your responsibility to check that. And how you do that is you need to go to the college of your choice, go to their website and type in transfer equivalency table, and you'll be able to look up what classes you're taking and if they do transfer. So most of our dual enrollment classes transfer to all colleges in Tennessee. I think the exception is Vanderbilt and Rhodes. If you're going out of state, that's something you definitely want to check because they do not always transfer out of state. So just go to the college of your choice, their website, and type in transfer equivalency table, and you'll be able to put in the school that you're working with and see if those classes transfer and what they transfer to. Another question is financial aid available? Yes, it is. We will get into the grant in just a few minutes, and I'll explain all that to you. But yes, there is some funding available for your classes. How are the dual enrollment courses graded? They are graded throughout the year. So you're going to get grades for all the assignments that you do, and then you'll also take a midterm and a final. And that will be how your courses are graded. One thing to know, and we'll talk a little bit more about it later, your class, for the high school class, your grade can be different than your college grade. The grading scale for the colleges is usually different than ours, so it's possible that your grade could be different. So that's just something to keep in mind, and we'll talk more about that when we get to the grant. So what are the requirements to take dual enrollment? So first of all, to take dual enrollment, you must be a junior or a senior. So you can take that if you're a junior or senior, and you must have a 3.0 GPA to take dual enrollment classes through Dyersburg State and UT Martin. If you're going to take a class with TCAT, you must be a senior, and there's not a GPA requirement. If that's something you're interested in, you'll need to talk to Ms. Moffitt, and she will help you register for those. So with Dyersburg State and UT Martin, must be a junior or senior, and you must have a 3.0 GPA. UT Martin does not have any ACT requirements for their classes. It's just that 3.0. Dyersburg State, some of their classes do have an ACT requirement. Now I know almost all of you haven't had the opportunity to take the ACT. I've been talking to Dyersburg State about that. There is a possibility they will waive that. I just haven't heard back for sure right now. So as soon as I do get that information, I'll let you know. But if you are interested in taking it and you haven't taken the ACT, go ahead and register for that class because there's a good chance you might be able to take it. And if something else comes up, we'll reach out to you and we'll let you know. But go ahead and sign up. Also, if you're close to a 3.0 right now and you're not quite there, go ahead and register so that we hope by May your GPA will go up to a 3.0 and that you can take that class. So also in this packet, I do have the classes broken up by which school they're offered by, and that is because of the cost of the class. So with Dyersburg State, we do offer U.S. History, College Algebra and Trigonometry, Calculus, Statistics, Biology 2, and CNA. So most of those classes are 3-hour classes. The ones with the asterisks, so Calculus and Biology 2, are 4-hour classes. The 3-hour courses, they cost $498, and the 4-hour classes, Calculus and Biology 2, do cost $664. So they're more expensive. So the 4-hour classes are more expensive, but as I said, there is funding available so that you will not have to pay the full cost of those. So moving on to the UT Martin classes, they cost just over $1,000 each. The grant will help cover that, and then also UT Martin offers a scholarship to help cover the remaining cost of your first 4 classes, and we'll get into that with the grant. So it will not actually cost that much when you take those classes. With TCAT, the grant actually covers all of the cost of your classes there, but you are responsible for books and supplies. You're also responsible for the cost of your books for Dyersburg State and UT Martin. So those are additional costs that you'll need to keep in mind. So moving on to the dual enrollment grant, I do have this broken down here in this information packet with how the grant works and how much funding you do receive. So for the first class, you receive $500, the second class, $500, the third class, $200, and the fourth class, you do not receive any funding. And then for your 5th through 10th classes, you can borrow from your Hope Scholarship. And what that means is if you're planning on going to a Tennessee school and receiving the Hope Scholarship, if you borrow money from that to help cover the cost of your dual enrollment classes, you will not receive all of that money when you go to that Tennessee school. So, for example, if you borrow $600 from your Hope Scholarship in high school, you will get $600 less your first semester of college. If you're planning on going to an out-of-state college, go ahead and borrow because you're not responsible for paying that back. So make sure you go ahead and use that money up. Now, if you do transfer to a Tennessee school later on in college and you're getting the Hope, you will get less then. So please keep that in mind. So with the grant, the best way to do it, my suggestion is to take 3 Dyersburg State classes first and then take 4 UT Martin classes next. And the reason for that is with the funding. So for Dyersburg State, if you take 3 classes with them first, they offer a scholarship to cover the cost of that third class. So it won't cost you anything out of pocket. With UT Martin, they do offer a scholarship to cover the remaining cost of your first 4 classes you take with them. So if you take 3 Dyersburg State first and then 4 UT Martin next, you will get 7 classes with no out-of-pocket cost to you. You will be borrowing some of the money from your Hope Scholarship for those 5th, 6th, and 7th classes. But like I said, that's 7 classes, if they're 3-hour classes, that you will get paying nothing out of pocket. So that's 21 hours right there that you have. With the dual enrollment grant, if you are taking one of those 4-hour classes, you cannot receive funding for all of that. So you're going to be responsible for the remaining cost of that after the $500 is applied. So for the dual enrollment grant, to receive it, you must be a resident of Tennessee 1 year prior to the grant application date. You must maintain a 2.75 college GPA, and you must be a junior or senior. So as I said before with the college GPA, it can be different than your high school GPA. So for example, you could have a C in the high school class and you could have a B in the college class. And that's where that comes into play right here when it's talking about the dual enrollment grant. So if you lose the dual enrollment grant, you're responsible for the cost of your class the next semester. But it is possible to earn it back when you get your GPA up above that 2.75 again. Also, if you are a public school teacher in the state of Tennessee, you do receive a 25% discount. So if you do have to pay for your classes, please reach out. I can send you that discount form to be signed by your superintendent, and that way we can get you that 25% off. So please reach out if you need that. We'll get you that information. And the last thing in the packet is the dual enrollment contract. This is just saying that you agree to the terms. It's all listed on there that you're taking this class. So if you get that filled out and return it to school by May 22nd, so that we can keep that on file for your classes. So also there is an application process for both Dyersburg State and UT Martin. We will link the Dyersburg State application to the counselor website. It's a paper one, so you'll just need to print it out and complete that and turn it in to me so that I can get it processed and sent to Dyersburg State. I would like to have those by the end of May. That way we have you in your class in time for August when they start. I'll also have some printouts at school. I will have them ready the week of April 27th for pickup if you need one, if you're not able to print them out online. For UT Martin, it is an online application, and we will link that with instructions on how to do that. You do need to complete that application, and then I will process that. I do need that done also by May 22nd because I have to upload your transcript and process those before the end of June. I think the only thing I have left is the dual enrollment grant. I do have very detailed instructions on how to complete that. That is also on the counselor website. So please go through that. Please follow those instructions step by step because it's very It can get very confusing, and that way you know exactly how to do it. But if you have any other questions, please reach out and let me know. Just email me at mjackson1@tipton-county.com, or you can call me 840-9410. I'll be in my office some. I promise to get back to you as soon as I can. If you have any questions about which classes you should take when and how much they will cost, please reach out. Like I said, I can walk you through all that and let you know. Thanks. Hey everyone, sorry I'm not actually done yet. There were a few things I realized I left out that I wanted to make sure that you knew. First of all, I wanted to let you know that some of our classes are actually, you'll take both semesters, and I wanted to make sure I clarified on those. So for example, for U.S. history, college algebra and trigonometry, calculus, biology 2, CNA, and English, you will actually take those both semesters. So just remember that will actually be 3 hours per semester, or for calculus and biology, 4 hours per semester. But since you're enrolled in the high school class the whole year, the dual enrollment is also the whole year. So just remember that will actually be 2 dual classes for that one high school credit class. And then I also wanted to clarify about which one of our classes are offered online. So all of our UT Martin classes are actually online with a UT Martin instructor. The English class, you are actually in a class with an English teacher to help you with those assignments. And all of the other ones, you will be put in a computer lab where you can work on those assignments during class. So when you register for a UT Martin class, although you do not have one of our teachers teaching you, you do have a block of time built in at school where you can work on that work. So it is possible to get that done at school. And we do have teachers in there available to help you if you do need some help. All of our Dyersburg State classes are actually our teachers teaching you in the classroom. So those are actually not online. And the only other thing I had with statistics, that is the only class that is actually a whole year for high school credit, and only the second semester is dual enrollment. So if there's any other questions you have, hopefully that covered it all, please let me know. Thanks.